Yeah, so I was thinking about cord cutting and what it is because sometimes I think when people get cord cutting, what they're hoping for is for them to go numb. And that's not going to happen. See, the cord cutting is for when you're really sensitive to what they feeling. And it cuts that energetic cord. So you won't repeatedly be in that cycle with them, but you're still gonna grieve them. You're still gonna um feel them and everything and feel a way about the situation. But when you do the cord cutting, you're doing a commitment to the universe to get out of this cycle. So what's gonna happen is that doors going to open up for you that will further help you get out of the cycle. So, but it's not something that's going to it's not going to make you feel numb. Okay, so I do want to talk about something and I'm going to bring somebody on and have them talk about their experience, but some of the side effects that I seen from like the energy healing section is that both with my mom lost a lot of weight. Somebody else that I talked to, became friends with, they also lost a lot of weight. Um, Not it wasn't a lot. My mom lost probably like 50 pounds. She lost a lot of weight and she became, she wasn't retaining fluids like she was before. She was even able to get off of her medication, some of them. Um, so now she at the point, the ones that she do have, she skipped days when she can and everything. So, but yeah, for real. Now, I don't know what it is about men. I just don't know. I feel like it's just so hard to do energy healing on them because they not open up to the vulnerability. A really good example of this, let me make sure I'm recording. A really good example of this is a show called Unwell on Netflix. And I think it's like episode 2, talk about Tantra. Um, Now I really thought it was interesting because there was a difference. They had two instructors. One of them, I don't know, I had looked her up, but I can't remember her name right now. But if you go watch the show, you gonna know who I'm talking about. But she like the real deal, okay? I got that from you, weird. She's the real deal, okay? Shit, I gotta meet her one day. Um, but it's something you really gotta watch that episode because she did this energy healing. Oh, it was so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Now the other lady, she more, what's the word? What's the word? Commercial. Yeah. She more commercial and everything, and but she don't have the vision because or maybe because she was pressured because she was on camera. So I'm not gonna say that she ain't good, but the other lady, she like some type of goddess or something, like for real. You could tell, like you could see the energy. It was a part in it that like everybody was having orgasms in this room or whatever, and it's not sexual. It was like they wasn't having sex. That's the thing. It's kind of like energy healing, Reiki, but she know how to move around that energy. You got to watch it, 'cause that shit was deep. It was this one couple that came to her and the dude was overweight, but he was with a divine feminine. It was beautiful. I love their relationship. I feel like their relationship was the real deal. That was a real divine relationship. And that's why that man was even open to go and get that healing. That shit made me emotional. That shit was beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. So he had the energy healing section, and the woman told him that he would have to be like vulnerable, make sound. And if you have like eyes to see, you could see how she was moving around that energy when she was waving her hand over him. She the real motherfucking deal. I'm glad that they have that on something, you know? Um, but even when she do like long distance sections, she still know how to bring people to an orgasm. Now, maybe she believed that um maybe she trained you on how to do that. I'm not sure if people could just do this in her presence, but that's what it looked like energetically because you could see the energy radiating from her. So, but it's a gift. It's not like a um perverted thing. It's a gift because she healed people through that energy without having to have sex with them. So now the other lady, the more commercial one, she man, when I was looking at this couple, I was like, they just need to get a divorce. Like it was real bad. But I love that it had this contrast. I love that it had this. But I was like, these motherfuckers are miserable. The dude is afraid to speak up. I think that he could even be cheating. The woman, she too controlling. He even said at one point, you know, jokingly, because he a coward, he don't know how to take up, he don't know how to stand up for himself and say how the fuck he really feel, you know? So, he one of those people, he gonna get with a younger female, more naive and shit like that, and groom her into what he want her to be or something and leave his wife for her or something like that. Um, and the wife is just like, for real, I'm not even attracted to you anymore. Pretty much. She don't want to fuck him. Okay. And the tantra that they was talking about, whatever they was doing, it was not going to help them. I really wonder how they doing today. Because if they are still together, it's cold and dry. Okay. Cold and dry. Some people, they just stay miserable together, and it is what it is. I don't know. I can't be one of those people. I don't got the patience. I really don't. So what I was talking about? Oh, cord cutting. All right. So yeah. Yeah, so I was bringing up that show because um it's like a visual of this, but everybody got their own thing who could work with energy and all of that stuff. Other side effects from like the energy healing, hmm, enlightenment, in what you call it, institutional, institutional. That's a hard one right there. Okay, if I put crisis on the end, maybe you could figure out what I'm trying to say. Let me see if I could look it up. Okay, I had to think about how to spell it for a minute because I'm high as fuck, but here it go right here. Oh, I think. I want y'all to know what it is.
Existential.
Okay. Whew, that was a hard one, especially high. Okay, so yeah, they do come into a lot of enlightenment. The last energy healing section I did on my mom, I actually started at her feet. And then I put my hand on her heart chakra. I told her she gonna feel the need to talk about stuff, you know? So she did. And she said that she felt the energy rising. She felt it. So I do want to get more into doing it in person, but what I notice about men is that they usually not open to the vulnerability of this, you know? That woman is the real deal. Y'all really got to watch that because she read him. She knew why he was carrying so much weight. Like she healed his trauma, like actual trauma. She didn't put a band-aid on it or whatever. It wasn't shallow, it was deep. So I appreciate this being for real because I believe in what she doing. I seen it with my own eyes and you could see it too. Hopefully they still got it up. Um mm. So when you're doing a cord cutting, you shouldn't expect to not feel anything because you're gonna need to feel it. Like, but you will heal from it. People don't believe in their ability to heal. That's why they stay stuck because they don't know, they don't have faith that they will heal from the situation if they was to do something else. So they keep themselves stuck. But you know, when you do a cord cutting, you make a commitment and the universe will help you. You just gotta face it, you know, don't run away. So also to other spiritualists out there, um, do not try to help people who are not open to it. Don't do it. Like, that's why now I'm definitely doing consultation. It's a must for the energy healing. Like I'd have to talk to you for real because I came across a Bobby Hemmett video. Well, it was a Bobby Hemmett, but it was somebody on that Serious Times channel, which is attached to Bobby Hemmett. But anyways, I think they work together, maybe they friends or something like that. But he's also a teacher. Um, he was talking about that rising the Kundalini could actually kill some people who are not prepared for it. So that's why they have like these defense mechanisms and that's why they like turn against you and stuff like that. And, you know, just like I don't remember the video name, but I was talking about doing a healing section on this man and he felt too vulnerable. So behind my back, he started to say things like I was a liar, which didn't even make sense because what happened is that he let somebody else see the video before he did because he didn't think I was the real deal. He didn't think I was the real deal. He thought I was gonna get him some woo woo. I don't know why you thought that though, because I actually had a consultation with him, and in that consultation, I said that he was gonna do what the fuck he was gonna do. But it was really a learning lesson because the girl that brung him to me, you know, she always wanna help people, you know, and she don't understand that these motherfuckers be demons, but you know, sometimes it was definitely a learning lesson. Cause I told her right then and there, like, girl, you see this? You see, he can't even hear me. Like, it's something there. He can't even perceive me really. And then I'm starting to talk about his triggers and shit like that. And you gonna sit here and act like you don't appreciate it. Dang, that's really messed up. That's really messed up because in that consultation alone, like I healed you. The conversation about your brother and shit, I want you to go back and really think about that conversation. I want you to do that. But yeah. But see what happened is he let somebody else watch the video before he did because you know he didn't believe in me. Then when he started watching the video, he was triggered because he let somebody else see it first. That's why he started calling me a liar because he wanted to start covering up stuff. Because I did a reading on you. You know, when I do the energy healing, I also do a reading as well. It's really good. You know, I'm about to raise the prices. The show motherfucking is really good. Um, I wanted you to feel froggy just so I could show that video, but I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Anyways, so that's all he could think about. He shouldn't have did that. I think that maybe he would have even perceived it differently if he didn't do that because he just instantly felt vulnerable because he was like, oh my God, somebody else heard this. So I don't know. Maybe I should add that warning. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna add like some type of warning about that. Cause I don't think that he a bad person and everything, but I do feel like he has a lot of blockages and I knew that he was gonna react the way that he did. I just knew and I spoke it. I knew it, but you know, but she had to see it too though. She did. She had to see it. So yeah. Mm-mm. So yeah, if you're a spiritualist, don't um if they not ready, then they not open to it, you know, don't waste your energy, okay? Because they would get the benefit of it because right now he's like really inspired and shit like that. Like he feeling better than everything, but he don't feel like it has nothing to do with what I did. So he really just really spit in my face. That's what I'm saying. Like protect your energy because motherfuckers would not even appreciate it. Like they would not appreciate it. And don't you give it to them anymore. Okay. Hmm. I'm okay with people getting like a taste of it. I'm okay with that. But when it's gone, you're gonna miss it. Yes, you will. Yes, the fuck you will. Yeah. Yes, you will too. I know. I motherfucking know for a fact. And this not me being cocky and nothing. It's because um oh my God. I'm not gonna say that word. I don't know what made me feel some way about it. Mm. If you can read my mind, then you know. But yeah, basically, I have a lot of integrity. Like I am who I'm truly am. Um, on my channel, people have seen times when I was excited, times when I was really down. times where I was confused, times when I was angry. Mm, 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 mm. It's been a journey. I'm glad I was able to capture it because right now I don't go back and listen to like really old stuff unless spirit really make me do it. But I do have a vulnerability to it, but I do watch my stuff sometimes. And every time when I watch my stuff, it really helps me. It really do. It helps me to balance because sometimes I could get into negative mind loops. And me, when I watch my stuff, it helps me to remind myself who I am. It helped me to get centered again. So it's like a dose of medicine for me, but I don't overload on it because I feel like you can do that. And I don't want to. I want, like, for one, I like for stuff to age. So when I go back to it, it be like brand new to me. I like that. So if I'm just watching the same videos all the time and not letting it age, I'm not gonna have that experience. So yeah, I treat it like wine. Ooh, child. So yeah. And I got a new job and everything. I really like it. I like that. You know what? People really fuck with me on some real shit. Like, people gravitate to me. People, they really see me. Like, I remember in one part, like we was in a group meeting or whatever, and they was asking a question, and I'm giving answers because I'm participating. Like, for one, the instructor said that he wanted participation. So I gave it to him. So I'm just up here and I'm just like answering stuff when I want to. But it was one question. Now I had got a lot of them right, but I had got a few wrong and everything. I ain't feel no way about it. So, but it was one question and the person was like, I gave my answer, but some people didn't want to give an answer at all. Then somebody, they had a different answer, which ended up being the right answer, but they said, I'm gonna agree with whatever she say. I was like, bruh, like, mm-mm. So, and the answer ended up being wrong. And I remember hearing him whisper his answer, but he didn't give it, and he had the right answer. He should have gave his answer. That was a moment for him. That actually manifested into like, I don't know. I don't see him no more, basically. But yeah, but I don't know. People just like me. People just fuck with me and everything. Hmm. And people feel like I have answers. Like I could just be walking around and people would just come up and ask me, and I just be like I'm new. this always happens to me though, for real. Like, I remember when I was in massage therapy and I just got there, I was new. And the teacher threw me in a leadership position and I ain't know nothing. I didn't know nothing because I was new. But people would do that to me and I just got used to it, but it's just something that happens to me a lot. Hmm. I remember this one job. I did not take this job. I got the job, went on like this whole training and everything, and was like, no, I really didn't vibe with the people, honestly. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on. Nah, that shit was ratchet. It was ratchet. So I didn't take it. I was like, you know what? I decided that I'm not going to take it, but I truly appreciate it and everything. And yeah, I just did not vibe. I was like on a different frequency than them. And they knew that. I could feel them being strongly aware of that because they constantly would look at me and glance over at me just to see my reaction to things. And, you know, I didn't really understand their sense of humor or whatever. So, nah, I felt like either I would have had to be fake as fuck, which is that's too energy draining to me. Or I had to try to avoid them, and that's kind of like impossible. Um, so nah, I just didn't take it. No regrets, no regrets. But people always look at me like that, and I don't ask for it, and I learned to turn it down for whatever reason, or I learned how to give energy to other people. Like sometimes people would ask me what I think, and I would be like, "What do you think?" or something like that, or um, let other people answer questions and stuff like that. So I learned to kind of like alchemize the energy and everything. And if I feel like I'm not prepared for whatever position they're trying to push me in, I would just communicate that. But sometimes I don't mind taking the lead. Like sometimes I do it naturally. I don't even be noticing it, but like I just be doing me, honestly. I just be doing me. I just be saying things that's on my mind. People might even perceive me as like extroverted sometimes, but no. But they will see later. I can be very introverted. I just don't have an issue with socializing. Like I just don't want to do it all the time. And sometimes I enjoy it. I'm not antisocial. Um, I just need time to recharge and be in my own energy. And I like when I go work alone. Um, that's the best for me, most definitely. Most definitely. Which at this job I can work alone. So I really appreciate that. Anyways, y'all, I hope that you're feeling blessed. And I feel like the energy right now is really intense. I just feel really sensitive. That's how I felt like when I was ovulating, like 2 days ago. I really felt it. Like my nipples was sore and I felt the cramping. Like I could literally feel the egg release. It's not like that all the time, but sometimes it is like that. And I feel like maybe it's a certain transit or something like that. Um, Also, I could feel people that I detach from. It's really giving me like a Mercury retrograde energy. Like making you revisit things. That's what I feel like lately. Like I've been revisiting a lot of situation, but actually having a lot more compassion because, I don't want to dislike anybody. That's too much energy. I want everything to be chill, but see, in this realm, people are so controlled by their ego. They force you to play these games with them, and it's not until they get their feelings hurt and everything that they actually learn some shit. But all the way up into that point, they will be assholes, very disrespectful, very mean, haters. So that's when you have to get into beast mode dealing with these motherfuckers because if you don't, they ain't gonna ever get tired of mistreating you. You would think, right, that they will realize they got it good. You would think that they will realize that. But no. Mm-mm. See, they secretly are haters. So they have all types of theories in their heads to justify the hate and the way that they treat you. So, they built whole mentalities around you. They don't see things clearly. They see you through a lens of whatever they trying to project on you because they don't want to believe that you really care about them. It's really an issue with them. It's an issue inside of them, but they blame it on you because they can't really face their reflection. They have a hard time doing it, which it just hinders them. That's why if you was to look into their life, they probably have a whole bunch of relationships that don't go nowhere. They're not really deep with anybody. They can't really truly connect with nobody. Um, like they can't even experience some of the things that I experience by just being genuine. Like the dynamic between me and my best friends are relationships that I can have with other people, all just because I'm being genuine. They can't experience that because they living in their own hell because they don't want to face certain things about themselves. So, you can't waste your time on these people, but sometimes you are thrown into these situations because the universe want to utilize you to teach them something. And you have to also recognize that you're learning something too. And at the end of whatever cycle that you have with this person, you have to sit there and think like, you know, are you proud of yourself? Would you have changed anything? Are you happy where you at? Do you feel fulfilled? What have you realized? Mm-hmm. So that's how you find the answer. But some people, they so lost, honestly, that even if they have that information, they can't go past certain things. Like, being down here, just what I realize is that people have so many blockages. Now, I really fuck with Aquariuses because like we not afraid to be different or weird. We not afraid to be. That opens us up to a whole different world. Um, that's only Aquarius's sign though, because when the Aquarius is in the moon sign, it's a little different. It's different, okay? Child, I'm about to go. I don't really have much to say, and I just wanna chill.